I'm cleaning my Airbnb right now. One of those nights, got work in the morning, but real estate is something that I am very interested in getting in whenever the time is right. I'd love to have all type of rental properties and all type of Airbnbs. I really been lucky. No, not lucky, but I picked a good location for this unit. But something that I was thinking, I had a good friend who I work with, very smart guy, successful, does very well for himself. But at my job, there's like a pond in the back, and you can, leave from your desk and go take a walk around the pond. So every now and then somebody will point at you and be like, pond, pond, pond. Like, that means go for a walk, right? So I was walking with this guy a while back, and I remember telling him about some projects that I was working on. Now, earlier I mentioned that, this channel is going to be for trying out different hustles and finding out different ways to make money. And sometimes, there's all various ways that we can make that happen. Like, it can be in the form of a second job, a new skill, a new hustle, online hustle, in person, something in the exclusive network. Like, you can put it together any way that you want to, and increase your funds with the knowledge that with the people with the network that you have. But I remember I was telling him maybe about 2 or 3 different projects that I was working on. Like, obviously the Airbnb is one of them, the tech is one of them. But I remember him saying, oh, because I told him I was going to start the YouTube. And I remember him saying, you really should focus on one thing, and then you'll, maybe have more success. And sometimes, people only can see success in material things. They can't see success in the inches and the yards of the game, which are equally as important. But sometimes people that's not how they see success. So how do other people feel about that? Like, do you think if you have, let's say, 3 big goals, dreams, ideas, do you like to work on them simultaneously, all 3? Or do you like to just cut everything out and I'm just gonna lock in on this one thing? And I'm not even gonna touch these other goals. I'm not even gonna think about them. I'm not gonna mess with them until I get the main thing taken care of. My brain just doesn't really work that way. So I've never really felt that way about business ideas, but I'm curious if you're someone who can do multitasking, then let me know in the comments, holler at me and be like, yeah, multitasking, and maybe this is why this is what has worked for you. Or maybe it's like, you really just need to fight the urge to want to work on multiple projects and just focus on one thing until it's completed. Sometimes I find that it's convenient to work on some things at some times. It makes more sense to work on this project at this time, or maybe work on this in this place, or maybe every time I'm over here, I'll do this particular thing. It's not always like just so straightforward like that. So it was an interesting conversation, and I definitely did listen to the feedback, but it just seems like something that would be pretty challenging to do. So I'm curious what other people think about this. Holler at me, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. There's going to be a lot more videos coming, a lot more just general thoughts coming your way. Maybe at some point something that's really thought-provoking, but at the moment I'm just trying to get some feedback from my community. Are you a multitasker? Everyone can't do it. That's also a thing. But are you a multitasker? I got a couple of projects I'm going to pour into each one of them, just kind of water my plants. Or are you like, you know what, one plant at a time until this plant grows? Then I'm going to water the other plants. Me, I'm watering all the plants, and some needs a lot more water. But yeah, I'm curious. Laundry's almost done. The bathroom is clean. Bedroom is put together. So I'm just waiting for this last load of laundry, then I'm going to head home. But yeah, there we go. Holler at me. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking.
Have you ever been to Dallas, Texas? If not, you should definitely come and visit. I've got an Airbnb that's conveniently located right in Deep Ellum. And if you know Deep Ellum, you already know tons of bars, amazing food, live music, events, and it's always something going on. But honestly, just Dallas in general, it's a vibe. So if you're planning on a trip, or if you're even thinking about it, drop innocent bystander in the comments on this video and I'll send you a promo code for a discounted stay. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.